Alrighty, and now we're getting set here for All-Star Pro All For One, and uh, there's going to be a lot of changes here tonight. Um, Lots of different things going on, as you can see, and yeah, this we've got a lot of things being set up here. And I'm pretty excited. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So we start things off with a pre-show bout between Buzz Reed and Rowdy Ryan Robertson. And it was a pre-show bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Buzz Reed defeated Rowdy Ryan Robertson in 9 minutes and 46 by pinfall with a termination slam. Buzz Reed had 36, Rowdy Ryan Robertson had 31. Rowdy Ryan Robertson was really off his game. Commentary did well. So, big ups there. Golden Delicious of Next Gen took on Desert Storm as well. And they both were evened out with 35 and 35, and Golden Delicious defeats Desert Storm in 9 minutes and 6 by pinfall. So that was our second pre-show bout, which we now go on to the opening contest, which we see Primetime Jack Pride and Dr. Funkenstein go one-on-one here. An bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Primetime Jack Pride defeats Dr. Funkenstein in 11 minutes 29 by pinfall with a pride fall. You love to see it. Primetime Jack Pride was one above Dr. Funkenstein. But yeah, good matchup there, and I can definitely tell that some of these guys that I signed from the beginning, that they're starting to make improvements. Like Rowdy Ryan Robertson, last match, he had like a 40-something, and he still, even when he was off his game, he still gets like high 30s, and Ryan Robertson at least was considered a young lion too. So yeah, some of these young wrestlers that I have, they're starting to make improvements, and and that's really what matters, and you love to see it. And then we see Ashley Grover take on Clark Smallbone. It was a Gold Star tournament match. It was a bout that had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Ashley Grover defeats Clark Smallbone in 15 minutes and 29 by pinfall. It was a 52. A creative finish was a success. Clark Smallbone did outperform Ashley Grover, but that's okay. We still get Ashley Grover onto the semifinals, I believe. And then we saw the first semifinals matchup take place. Taylor Norton took on Emma May, and it was a bout that had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Emma May defeats Taylor Norton in 18 minutes and 37 by submission with an MMA style armbar. So Taylor Norton apparently sustained cracked ribs as well, which is not good. But Emma May gets the win here to 48. So she and Ashley Grover will be taking each other on. Oh wait, no, Ashley Grover, she will be wrestling somebody else in the semifinals, and the winner of that will be wrestling Emma May for the Gold Star trophy. And MMA cuts a promo basically talking about how she's excited to go to the finals and to win the gold star, and cement herself in All-Star Pro history to be the first to win the gold star trophy. And she enjoyed having the freedom to go off script. The angle idea was a success. And next gen's Danielle Sweetheart took on myself. And it was superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Danielle Sweetheart defeated me in 14 minutes and 25 by pinfall with a super kick. We both had great chemistry, which is good. And I benefited from having a hot new move and having a groundswell of public support still. Bout got a 66. Rain Man and Roger Montero, they basically talk about their upcoming tag team match and how they're ready to take on anyone, anytime, any place, as Roger hopes that he can make a new friend in primetime Jack Pride not being his friend anymore, but them being the selfish people they are. Calling him the selfish piece of crap that he is. Earlier on, not tonight, a previous promo, he's looking to make some new friends and potentially become 5-star tag team champions with somebody else by his side. They both did terrible improvising, but that's okay because we still got a 33. The angle idea was a failure, which was to be expected. It was considered very risky. Roger Montero came up and decided he had an angle idea, but it was a failure because it was very risky. Commentary did well, though. Speaking of which, they take on the debuting Harry Allen and the Masked Grappler. And that tag team match had superb wrestling and great heat. Rain Man and Roger Montero actually defeat the Masked Grappler and Harry Allen in 12 minutes and 42 when Rain Man submits the Masked Grappler with a rainfall. The Masked Grappler carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. So the Masked Grappler actually taps out here, which is very surprising. Harry Allen's gimmick was awful, and the creative finish was a success. 59 rated match. My God. And then we see the debuting Brett Higgins come down to the ring, and Brett Biggins, sorry. He walks down to the ring saying, "Hello, you lovely people. I am Brett Biggins, for those who do not know, and I have arrived at All Star Pro." And the crowd goes nuts. And Brett Biggins then says, "All Star Pro, I shall be here until I retire." And to everyone backstage, I have already talked to a couple of people and I've made some really great friends. And I cannot wait to beat the crap out of a couple of people that I've talked to backstage as well. All-Star Pro, be ready. Because Brett Biggins is not leaving anytime soon. So nothing else noteworthy going on here in this angle. It was supposed to say in the ring, so we'll just pretend that it says in the ring. And then we have a trios match taking place. TJ Bailey and the San Diego Girls taking on Jules Knight and Anderson and Snyder. It was a bout that had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Jules Knight, Anderson, and Snyder defeats TJ Bailey and the San Diego Girls and 12 minutes 30 when Ava Anderson pinned Izzy Quick with a thunderous kick. So, commentary doing well. A 51 rated match. My goodness. And then Harry Allen and the Masked Grappler are pretty upset about their loss. The Masked Grappler says, I can't believe that I tapped out. Like, I wasn't even hurting that much. I should have just I should have kept on going. I should have kept on fighting. And Harry Allen says, whoa. Masked Grappler, this isn't entirely your fault. This is my fault too. They both hug it out. Harry Allen struggles going off script. Commentary does well. And the match not the match, the promo backstage got a 44. And now we move on to our main event. Brett Biggins puts himself into a triple threat match up against T-Rex, another debuting wrestler, and Joe Gilbert. So Joe Gilbert, the leader of Next Gen, the team captain of Next Gen, puts himself on the spotlight here against the two in-ring debuts of T-Rex and Brett Biggins. T-Rex actually defeats Joe Gilbert and Brett Biggins in 14 minutes and 49 when T-Rex submits Joe Gilbert with a Jurassic Crash. It looks like T-Rex was rusty, and so was Brett Biggins, but that rust will soon go away. So, and them having 39s and 38s still, even though they've been rusty, is completely fine. And that sets us up for future potential matches with T-Rex and Brett Biggins. Maybe these two take each other on in singles action. And depending on and once they're done being rusty, these two may end up having some pretty high in-ring performances. It was noted that they're declining physically as they are getting older, so that makes sense. But yeah, great show altogether. We definitely should have put Danielle Sweetheart and myself in the main event. The match got the show got a 48, which increased our popularity, I think, everywhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let's put over the Masked Grappler once again for putting over putting over the man that he did, and we're going to put over Joe Gilbert as well for just being the man. Praise for a great performance. Praise for a great actually, yeah, we'll do that. Praise for a great performance. Praise for a great performance. The Masked Grappler was pleased with his speech, and Joe Gilbert seemed pleased. And Taylor Norton's cracked ribs. He's not injured for very long. Only a week, so that's fine. But still unfortunate, and I'm sure this will probably hurt MMA a little bit, because she'll probably be the one blamed for the injury. It didn't say she was the reason for it, so we'll see. And we gain $226,197 in profit. That is great news. We're making lots of progress, and ticket sales are continuing to increase. Merchandise is continuing to increase. You love to see it. And we are now officially at Tiny. We have made it to Tiny. This is huge news. The Midwest goes from 16 to 17, and the Mid-Atlantic, the Southeast, Southwest, Tri-State goes from 7 to 8, and New England goes from 6 to 7. Northwest goes from 9 to 10. Puerto Rico and Hawaii go from 5 to 6, and then we go from 1 to 2 all around India. So the entire world has at least 2 popularity points now. This is huge news. All-Star Pro is continuing to become one of the greatest small promotions this was a very successful show. I'm very happy about how things went down here tonight. Ultimately, now that ASP is at size Tiny, we're just one step closer to becoming Titanic. So that is huge. Taylor Norton, and we got 589,951 viewers at All For One. That is insane news. All-Star Pro is rising fast. There have been heavy rumors of planned spending spree by ASP or looking to expand into new markets in order to capitalize on their recent momentum. Some of the finest free agents around the world are said to be on their shopping list, and fans are already exciting over the prospect of new blood debuting soon. We had a couple of debuts take place for All For One, and we're trying to continue to be the best promotion. And you can see down here, we still got plenty of more people making their potential debut. And the next event will be All That's Left. Let's see. And everybody is available for All That's Left. That's great to see. And now that we're at Tiny, All-Star Pro is eligible to be part of regional battles when they hold shows. They are not able to sign workers to exclusive written deals and will not be expected to offer downside agreements. But now that we're eligible for regional battles, I assume that means nope, we're still good on the rival levels for production. But let's take a look at the regional battles. Looks like there hasn't been very much area battles and regional battles, but now that we're eligible for it, it'll be interesting how things go down. And yeah, All That's Left is our next event, and we did All For One, and it was a once again a great show, and we're gonna hopefully continue on doing better and better on our shows. We need 16 active wrestlers on the roster, and we've got 93 at the moment, so we are definitely good. And Xander West still annoyed. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to do about Xander West. But that is it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll catch you on the flip side.